doing here. Hello, everybody. Old Grizz here, and introducing Katie Witch, Sgt Bones, and Dobbers. I created some skins and some characters to go with the characters. This here is the Ghost of Dobbers, kind of pale. The reason he's pale, I got him as close as I could to what's up there, and I couldn't go and find the skin, so I had to create my own, and that's where this comes from. I was using things that I didn't have to go out and purchase. So this is Dobbers. I did the same thing with Katie Witch and Sgt Bones. This is Sgt Bones, by the way. He's in his work clothes, and he's going to go check out the barracks where he used to hang out with when he was a young recruit here at oh man, I had a name for it. Okay, but this is where now you got a little corporal there that he's talking to, Sgt Bones. He used to be a part of this here brigade, the something Bones Brigade. Dry Bones Brigade or something like that they were called, or DBG. Dry DBB. The DBB. I'll sit down. I'll write it down so I don't forget, because they'll probably change. But this is the compound that I was talking about, where Sgt Bones brings the different things in to paint, and then we put them back out. So like today, Sunday, I should be doing Carrier Sunday, but I'm trying to get caught up on a bunch of this stuff. So this is the old compound I built for Sgt Bones. I built a little witch's hut in the back there for Katie Witch, and I thought I had misplaced this, but what happened is on my PlayStation 5, it's kind of like a new series. Phil Ed has, well, we're working on the harbor on her PlayStation 4. So I use that, and I can go there, but I can use these skins over there as well. And I did a little bit of something. I'm going to put something together for that, where Katie Witch was helping out with Gwen and Jazz over at Phil Ed's place there, where we're building the harbor. And I want to work on the cannons there. I want to do a little bit of that tonight. But for right now, I'm down in the studio. Hi, everybody. And we're putting a clip together. So what I'd like to do is take this, what I'm doing right now, I want to put it up here on a little screen so we could do another clip where I'm talking about it, and I want to work on some more on this here. So I'm going to do a stop-go animation with them. I got to get a light though that we'll see what I can do. Taking on an old creeper. I want to say it's on. I did a couple different things. I did one where I used creative to create some different stuff. It's kind of to set up the storyline, and then I did survival, where I actually used Old Grizz, and we built a tunnel across where you see the statues on the other side, where they're digging down into the mine looking for coal. And once we start attracting coal, I need to build a mine cart that'll come across, drop the coal, and then the coal will fire up the furnaces for making cookies. That's the game plan here. Oh, someone's kind of taken. No, that's the witch I put in there on when I was on creative to simulate. That was Katie Witch. I was using the actual witch from Minecraft as the witch inside the hut there. Now I created Katie Witch with a modern look to her. She still bakes cookies. We could do up another thing maybe of hers and put her, do a couple shops there at the 4000 AD. That's the Coaster Planet thing I'm doing. So, and then back. Hi, Bones. Take a tour. Oh, I know. Because mostly bow and arrows, skeletons and stuff like that, or arrows and bows. So we got the Dry Bone Brigade. That's a Dry Bone Brigade. That's what he used to belong to. That was where he went to visit, and then using the portal, he's here at this compound that we built for him. And like I said, what they do is using magic, because we're in Minecraft. Minecraft has magic. They shrink down the vehicles to model size. He'll take them in the shop. He'll repaint them, re-weather them. Then they'll put them up to size, put them back in the garage, and then old Grizz's tank commanders can take their tanks out to battle. I'll be getting back on schedule with that. I'm planning to do some more tanks, World of Ships. I've done a little bit enlisted. Take a little bit. That's got a little bit of learning curve. Just like War Thunder, there's so much in the game that you gotta be there a lot to figure out, okay, this is this, and if I jump in a vehicle, how do I drive a boat, or how do you fly a plane? There's so much to learn to sit there and try to do the whole game. Where World of Tanks, you concentrate strictly on tanks, which is kind of cool. And I like the idea of being able to jump onto let's say the riverboat, and do torpedo runs and stuff like that. That's fun. Learning to fly, I'm not very good at it, so it's not much fun getting shot up all the time, but I'm getting better. So, just like with World of Tanks, at the beginning there, I wouldn't last hardly any length of time, but as over time I got a little bit better. So I was learning, and the problem with tanks and warships, you got to be at it. What I learned today, I can build on tomorrow, making you a better player. And that the biggest thing is knowing the maps, learning where you can and can't go. Too many times I've gone to a place and say, all right, and the thing is, people know you're going to be there because that's where everybody goes to. There he is, boom, take me out. So that's where the learning comes in. When to use AP, when to use high explosives. World of Warships is good for that. Now, are you going in to cause damage, or do you want to start fires that cause damage over time? And if they can't fix it, it can burn a ship down. Water damage, you hit a ship with a torpedo, over time it starts to sink. Can they repair it in time, or will they lose the ship because you put too many holes in the side? Sometimes, and a lot of times, it comes right down to stupid simple luck. One torpedo hit, boom, took it down. Next time you hit them with 4 torpedoes, they're still floating, you're down to a sliver. I've had that happen going up against a battleship. That battleship was able to take so much damage that I kept hitting it, and then it finally wore me down. So that's kind of learning process. Here's Dobbers. It's like I said, I try to get them as close to these. I'm pointing at the screen like they can see me. I tried to get as close to the statue looking that I had available with what I was building the character, the avatar. So this is Dobbers. This is the ghost of Dobbers. In the former life, before Katie Witch saved his life, he would have the same skin color as Katie Witch, because they came up through school together. That's the statues of the little guys, is when they were little. A little witch, a little warlock, and then Sgt Bones was a little skeleton, right? But at the time that Sgt Bones was growing up, he was part of that Dry Bones Brigade, right? Where we went to visit, where his former corporals and stuff are still training there, protecting the gate, protecting the portal. There's Dobbers. Hi, Dobbers. And now I'm going to switch over. Now this is Katie Witch. Hello, Katie Witch. So I could do some stuff with her. That turned out so cool. I wanted something I could use with the skins as opposed to just trying to spawn the witch in it, but you can't use the witch. So I was looking for a skin that looks similar to Katie Witch, and then I eventually got to the point where, okay, well, let's see what I can build. So I was using stuff that you didn't have to buy. I already had it, like the eyes and the hair, the hat. And now I found that hat, and I thought it was pretty cool. So now she's got the hat, and Dobbers has that hat, and they probably acquired that from when they were going through school together. And when they graduated Witch Warlock School, they each got their graduation hat, and that's what they're wearing now. See, I just made that up. Isn't that cool? I can make that such an imagination. I've been always telling stories. I was always good at it. I always got C's and D's because my sentence structures weren't right. It wasn't the material I was putting down, because I was coming up with some pretty cool stories. But as they say, if it's not punctuated right and stuff like that, the true meaning is lost, and sometimes that's where things get like, I can't read this. So, but I learned to write when I was back in grade school. At the time I didn't know I could. I found out I enjoyed it. I love sitting down, coming up with writing down stories. And that's what I'm doing today. A lot of this stuff is little stories I'm making up, like Hazardous Triple X. That's going along with the theme that I've created a long time ago. The Face is a good example. That's a little band I created starting way back when I started learning to play the bass guitar. So I kind of created an avatar as alter ego, my alter ego, which is Ed the bass player. Now Ed the bass player is a member of a band called The Face. You have Jazzy Jazz as the lead singer. You have Porter on rhythms and stuff like that. And I just did a video here showing off the strap that Melissa made for us. And I got on the acoustic guitar, it's Mr. Editor doing the voice of Porter. Okay, because I could do some neat things with that guitar plugged in, changing up the amps and changing up the octaves and stuff on it, speeding it up, slowing it down, and I can make that the sound of Porter, and that's where that's going. Then part of it too is our studio drummer doing the voice of Tommy Tom Tom. But on this here one that we did, it was our old retired Maniac on the 5-string. That's what we got him, and we got his out. He's got the retired Maniac hat, or the Maniac hat that we used to wear. I'm not wearing the retired one because I don't want it to get all ruined. That's got that up on the, my collection there of different hats and different stuff, and I got my uniforms out. This goes back to some of those home improvement things. I say, don't put it all in a thing, put it out. So I got it all displayed so I can look at it. I go, yeah, I remember, man, Lake and Heath, K.I. Sawyer, Nellis Air Force Base, and all the guys and girls I worked with at the time, man. Talk about memories. And I'm still keeping in touch through Facebook. I do keep in touch, and I say hello guys out there. So, but back to this here. I have to do a script clip. Just hold on a second. Oh, excellent job, everybody. Transitions, music, everything is great. We did a script clip and we moved it down. The mic is sounding great. Brand new mic that we're using, and or doing some recording with a video. Excellent. Great job. Katie Witch, Dobbers, and Sgt Bones, thanks you. Script clip. Cut, print, and post. Put it in the can and on the shelf. From ELA Studio in Sundsville, Ed, O'Griz, Quinn, and Jazz, thank you for watching and thank you for following. How was that, Mr. Editor? That was fantastic, Mr. Voiceover. Go ahead, slide that down to the end, and we'll do a little bit more here. Thank you, everybody. Good job.